Good evening everyone and welcome back to Mr. Bravo's workshop. In our last episode, which was a continuation on from this one, was getting too long, we were putting the structure together. We were waiting for this to dry, and while that was waiting to dry, I put the flues together and then I just added the spider as well. Okay, where were we? So now I think what we're going to do is we're going to muck around putting more of the superstructure on, but while we've got good access behind here, which is why I did the flue, I think it's pretty wise to probably do this now. Sounds like it only goes on one way. It does. Look at that. It actually doesn't fit that way. Okay. Not really sure what's going on there. Let's try the back one. It can only go on one way. That way. Alrighty. While they're on there, let's glue them down. Let's wick that under that side. Turn them around. Let's wick that under the other side. Do the same here. Wick it underneath. Turn it back. Yeah, that got it. Nice. And I'll just redo that. Oh, that was a little too much, wasn't it? Anyway, that'll all evaporate. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Kind of like that. Look at that. Looking like a ship now. Alright, so we've got to add this other superstructure on top of that. Not that the instructions are telling me that because I haven't looked that far. So let's go back and have a look at them for a moment. Yeah, pretty much that's got to go on top as well. And I have dry fitted this and I know it's not the best of fit. So I think what we're going to do here is drop a little bit of this glue in. No, in there. That's the way. I'd much rather it didn't go in this side here. Yeah, let's fit that on. And that goes the same direction as the rest of it. So, I've got to go on there like that. Man, what a structure. Let's get that straight while we're at it. I'm just going to take you out of view there for a second. That is really loose. Wow, it's a structure and a half. I mean, how high was that? My goodness. It's a beast. That's a beast. I'm mighty impressed by that. I'm just taking my time, just sort of getting it set up. It needed a little extra time on there. In actual fact, you could probably say that it probably now needs time to just rest and set off. Which is perfectly fine, because we can do these. I'm just keeping an eye on that to make sure that it's, because it really is a bit toppy. So I just don't want that to fall over and then dry like that, so I'm keeping a close eye on it. So there we have our main cannons. Where's my tweezers? Let's get them out. 1, 2, 3, and where's the last one? 4. Okay, let's get them together. Actually, What else goes on this ship too while we're at it is these. One. Oh, Jesus. Two. That's one way to get it out. Three. Should be one more. There you are. Okay, there's our other pieces. Sorry that took so long. When you see this ship coming at you like this, it's mighty, mighty impressive. Yeah, it was a nice big ship. I can see why people build the 1/200 scale of this ship. It's got a stance. I forgot to press play there for a second. So I've just put two of these together. And quite frankly, I'm just picking the best side, poking it up. They're a little bit difficult to get in. And then once they're in, I'm just sort of laying them flat. If they touch the ground, they're too far up. Give them a nudge down. Still too far up. Go nudge that in a bit more. Yeah, just off. That'll do it. Glob of glue on there. And obviously the last one. The superstructure is still drying off nicely over there. I'm keeping a very close eye on it. I'm actually mighty impressed by this ship. I really am. So that one there as well. Let's double check that on the ground. Yeah, it's could be probably a little too much. That's it. Drop on there. That's the way. So they're now going off. Let's get the first one we did. And pretty much one of these goes on top like that, which is why we did them in the darker colour. So instead of using that glue, let's use the other one. When I have to move stuff around, I don't like to use the quickset or the extra thin. It just doesn't give you enough time to move around. I'm just going to bring my lens in just so I can see better. Okay, can you see? Yes, you can. And I can see you very good now. That's it, no more than that. Where's my other tweezers? I'm losing my grip on this one. Here we go. Let's grab this one. Put it all that way. With my fingers out of the way. Yeah, that looks good. There you go, it's just out of view. Sorry about that. I should know better. There it is. And I'll do another one because I don't think that one was on the camera. So, and that's half the reason I like this, man. I should know. I need to stay in there more. So let's put a dollop of glue on there. Spread that out. Don't need much. Let's grab that. And then drop that on there. It's kind of got like a locator mark on top. Oh, I just moved the other one too. Where's the other one going? Yeah, about the same. So there's that one. I'll do the other two. So there's our guns. What else do we have here? We've got the antenna to build as well. It's not like we don't have stuff here to build. Actually, I probably should have put that antenna on before that if it's going on there. Let's have a look where that goes. Okay, let's let the ship... Is it still straight? Yes, it is. Let's let the ship dry off, the guns, the main armory here, or the main cannons dry off. Let's get the main mast out and start putting that together. there it is. And I got to tell you, I really like this ship. I don't know what it is about me. I just think uh, this was brave, and maybe they could see miles more ahead. I don't know. This is the section that I spent a whole lot of time on, and now that I can see all this finish, I am so glad that I did what I did with that. It looks fantastic. As a matter of fact, you can see this whole thing looks fantastic. What a ship! Like, yeah, it's a beast. Okay, let's put the rear mast on. So it appears like there is... This has to go... There's the rear of the ship that way. And that has to go that way. So this... Is it like that? I do believe so. I think so. That has to go... They go into... There's just two lots of holes here. So they go in there. Like that. And then I do believe there's another one here. Oh, actually, you know what? I've actually seen this before. Ron is doing this ship, and he was talking about this piece recently, about where did it go. I remember this. So, yeah, we got to kind of put this piece in, and that piece kind of locks from there and falls over. So this has to go a particular way. Okay. So that goes on there first. So what we'll do, we'll glue that down. I feel like I'm having deja vu here because I've been watching so many ships of this without even realising I've been watching it. So yeah, that's that part there. And I do know that this part goes on... Oh, that looks like it's ready to break. It does. What do we do there? It does look like it's ready to break. That goes from there onto something else. Let me check that out. Yeah, it just kind of lays across there. Oh, I knocked it, did I? No. Maybe it just went out of control. So what we need to do, we need to let that piece go off because we need to balance the next piece on there, and it's probably not wise to be mucking around with that one while it's wet. While I will agree that a 3-point tripod is very strong, not if one leg is weak. So we'll just let that go for a few minutes. We've got lots of stuff that are drying on here. We've got the main structure up here, the flues, this. There's lots drying, the cannons. And I really want to get this on before we end this episode. Let me just have a look what else is on there. So pretty much from here onwards, it is a couple of little bits and pieces and the little tiny boats, and that's about it. The cannon's already drying. They just put it clipped on, so really not much to worry about there. So we're really waiting on this to dry. So we'll come back in 5. It may not be 10 minutes, but let's see how we go with this. Let's try and put this on. And I definitely say it's going to be like that. Down. And then over onto that. It doesn't feel like it's on there properly. And then that one goes on there. Like that. Well, it doesn't look very straight, that's for sure. Okay, I think what we need to do is we need to glue these back legs. And then there's no way knowing that's gonna... Well, it might. I would have said though that this has to be fairly dead straight. Oh, there we go. that get it? Or did the legs pop out? Something just gave way there. Look, it looks like the leg popped out. Yeah, okay, let's just glue those back legs. Let's have a look. Take some glue off there. Yeah, it definitely went backwards. One on there. Let's try and do the other one. That's it. Now as that starts to get a little soft and take, we'll bend this other one over and we'll glue it. Okay, let's tuck that one down. So it's tucked over as far as it'll go. Let's hit some of that with some glue. Did not like that. Let's hit the top with some glue. Let's push them both together. Can that one go down any more? No. I think what we'll do, we'll let that one go off. Just make sure it's dead straight. So I'll pick it up and have a look at it. Yeah, it's not bad. And then when that one dries, we can do the spider and the next bit of the mast. Well, they're big on masts on this ship. The front's big, the back's big. Even for 1/700 scale, I find this to be a rather big ship. Sorry about that. I just put that bar on too while we were waiting. I'm just going to double check that I haven't knocked it out of alignment. Actually, just looking at it, that could have been their cranes for all the boats. So that crane's up here, and then they pick up the boats, swing it around, and yeah, pluck it in. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. What do you think? Up that close? Nice? Not nice? I don't know. Okay, I've just put that piece on, and you have to check it this way, that way, downwards. You have to check it from all angles to make sure that it's dead square. And we need it dead square to put the last piece on, which I can't put on yet because it's all too wet. So again, we're waiting for stuff to dry. I used a bit of the Revel stuff again because it's more flexible when you need to move stuff around. And then basically I put the extra thin on top, on the outside once we're sitting there, just to set it off. So we'll give that 5 minutes and then we'll put the mask on. And then I suppose we only got boats to go. Boats, the cannons are drying off nicely. They'll probably be dry by the morning. We've got the boats. I know they need to be cleaned. And we still got a bunch of little stuff in here. What's in here? There's ladders. There's lights. It's not that much stuff. I reckon maybe by tomorrow we could probably just about have this one done. What are we going to do now? Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. It is the next day, and we stopped this yesterday because of the gluing that needed to be done. The superstructure's gone off nicely. These have all gone off nicely. Even this spidery looking thing has gone off. Quite nice. We do have to put on the mast, but it is so fragile and so big that I think it would be wise. Let me see if I can add that. I do believe that's going to come up and face backwards. It's like a two-part piece, and I do believe this piece needs to face backwards. So technically should go on something like that. But I think because it's so fragile, it should be the last piece that goes on. So what I'm going to do is I've just tipped those out. That's the last of our dark grey stuff. So I'm going to put this back into our dark grey thing and leave it till very last. And I'm going to try and add these. And we still have a few things even in our light box to add, such as the boats. Actually, that's right. We were supposed to do the boats yesterday. So I think what we'll do right now is I'll see if I can work out where these go, and we'll get them on, just to get rid of them. And then we'll work on the boats. Because technically this is probably almost enough now to almost finish this. Okay, I've worked out where one of them go. So we added part of the structure on here, and we also need to add these onto the other side. Somewhere like that is where they go. How far back do they need to go? Probably just in line with the building. So probably right about there. That's it. So we'll glue them on. Well, there is one side on. It looks pretty good. And what we'll do is spin it around and we'll do the other side. And there is the other side now on. We look like we've got a ladder and one square piece left of the darker stuff. So I'm just going to work out where that goes. I've just noticed the time, and we are very fastly running out of time for this episode, and I don't think we're going to be able to finish it off in this one. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to quickly add these. I'm not going to glue these. Pretty sure it goes there. That's it. All right. This is the anti-aircraft gun. That goes on. That's right. There should be 1, 2, 3, yeah, next to it. Does not want to go in. There we go. Slowly going in. It's tight. Well, there's one. We'll spin it around and do the other. I sort of have to really wiggle that to get it to go down. Same with that one there. It wants to go. There we go. I'll adjust that offline, but I think what we'll do, we'll call this one an episode. I hope you enjoyed this build so far, and we're almost getting, I think we've got one more episode to go, and it'll be finished. So we'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.